How's it going, guys and gals? This is Anthony, and today we're back at it with a new video, and we'll be doing a review, well, a mini review of Saturday night's main event. As you can see, this show was last Saturday night. I am recording this some Sunday night to be uploaded on Monday night. But this show was better than last time, and let's talk about of my feelings towards the show. So remember, if you like this type of content, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So without further ado, let's jump right in. The show started hot with the Women's World Title match with Nia Jax challenging Rhea Ripley. This match didn't have that much of a story because it was literally, oh, Nia attacked Rhea Ripley, that's when they on Raw, so the match is set. Which, I guess that's it. That's it. And I think with this, it's pretty much confirmed that Nia will be part of the Raw roster. Right? Because that's how it feels like. Not only that, but this match was better than it had any right to be. And it's all thanks to Rhea Ripley. There was some stuff in there that was like, oh, Nia is not messing stuff up. But you see, that's what happens when you are in the ring with a great worker like Rhea Ripley. Mistakes are on the minimum. But I mean, this match was, we knew what was gonna happen, Rhea tried to rip that a couple of times. Nia counter. Nia gave the bonsai drop to Rhea. Rhea kicked out, and then she no-sold. They hooked up and gave her an electric chair drop and Rhea tried the rip back a third time, and this time was successful. 1, 2, 3. I mean, this was a pretty good match for Nia Jax's standards, but for Rhea Ripley's standards, this was decent. Let's continue to the next match, which I was pretty much looking forward to this one. The Intercontinental title match. Braun Breaker defense against Sheamus with special commentary from Jesse the Body Ventura. Jesse the Body Ventura was excellent here. This match, I mean, what can I say? These two guys, they know what the hell they're doing. They're professionals. They know exactly what to do, when to do it. I mean, I love the spot where Sheamus ran up to the steel steps to give himself a jump, and Braun countered it with a spear, and then they went to break. I thought it was such a great break spot. But man, they really got us with the Brogue Kick. They got us with the Brogue Kick, because when Sheamus did the Brogue Kick, I'm like, this is over. But by the way Sheamus hooked up the leg, I mean, all the rope breaks happening. And when we saw the rope break, man, Jesse Ventura, even though he's a heel commentator, he was rooting for Sheamus. He was like, the referee counted 3. That should have been 3. And there was also a great line by Jesse here, when he was referring to Braun Breaker. He said something like, to the extent of, Braun has all all the technical ability of his father and uncle. But it's a shame he got their brain, which means to him 2 plus 2 equals 5. And I started laughing. Like, I don't know why, but contrary to the previous Saturday Night's main event, on this one, Jesse was more of a baby face because he was rooting for Sheamus all the way through. And there was kind of a botch where Braun was gonna go for the Gorilla Press Power Slam, which used to be his finish on NXT, but he kind of couldn't with Sheamus's weight, so it became like a Gorilla Press World's Strongest Slam. I mean, but it was so minimal that he's so good that he was able to recover and not let Sheamus fall on his neck. So kudos to Braun on that one. I mean, yeah, but you know how the match ended. Spear, 1, 2, 3. And this is making me think that, hey, they're saving this moment for WrestleMania. This is gonna be WrestleMania 41 feel good. This is gonna be the WrestleMania 41's feel good moment. Sheamus winning the Intercontinental title. I think it's set. I think with the way they did this, having Sheamus being so close not only on Survivor Series but also tonight, it's making me think that, okay, third time's the charm. Third time's the charm on this one. So yeah, Sheamus for IC champion on WrestleMania 41. And then on the top of the hour, we had the contract signing for the WWE Championship match at the Royal Rumble, which is going to be a ladder match. The contract signing was moderated by San Antonio's own Shawn Michaels. First came out KO with a Terry Funk type shirt where instead of Dusty Sucks X, it said Cody Sucks X. Which, great callback. And then Cody came out. He looks like a star. He's one of the 2 faces of the company. Meanwhile, Kevin Owens needs to lose 40 pounds. I'm sorry. I just cannot take him seriously. I'm sorry. He's on that Solo Sikoa diet, and I'm sorry, Kevin Owens lost a lot of weight, and it feels like he's gaining it back. He's getting that weight back. What the hell happened, KO? Is everything okay at home? Like, I'm being totally serious right now. Like, I lost weight. I lost 80 pounds in the last 2.5 years. But from like 2018 to 2022, I gained all of that weight. Do you wanna know why? Because I was stressed all the time. Because of homework. And stress makes you weak. And it's a real problem. So I know where I'm coming from with this one. And that's why I'm worried about Kevin Owens. Because I also started laughing when Kevin Owens said, oh, you are on all the posters. Maybe if I win, I can get on the posters and everything. Like, your career should have been my career. And I'm like, you're moron. Because of you, AEW exists. You were the one that gave Cody Rhodes the Young Bucks phone numbers. But obviously they cannot talk about that because they won't mention AEW. But I'm like, what the hell? Like, I don't know if I'm explaining myself correctly, but it's so stupid. This promo by Kevin Owens came off so stupid because it's like, you created this Cody superstardom by you giving that phone number to him. AEW exists because of you. Obviously, me knowing what's going on, I can say that, but for people that don't know, Kevin Owens comes off as a sober version of 1997 Shawn Michaels, which hey, he got you in here. But as always, Shawn Michaels did what he does best, and he kicked another Canadian's job, which I celebrated because French Canadians deserve to get their job kicked. Most of them, not all of them. The only one is Sami Zayn. That's the only good French Canadian in this planet. But you know what? I thought this was bad because for the first time in Cody started reign, I didn't like that segment, and it's because they couldn't mention AEW. For me, that was the problem with all of this, especially when Kevin Owens used your faces on all the posters and all the buses line. I'm like, yeah, because of you, AEW exists, and they cannot mention it, you moron. I mean, I understand that he's giving his that he's supposed to be delusional, but at least you can say, but at least Gail should have said, you are in this position because of me, because when you got fired, I gave you numbers of influential people on the indies. And that's how you came back and you became more relevant. If Kevin Owens had said something like that, I would have been like, okay, this is a good segment. But Kevin Owens, he's a pretty good promo. He didn't use that material. Why? You're a top guy. You can say whatever the hell you want. And especially if you're a heel, you can get away with it. Or at least Cody should have said, are you listening to yourself? I'm in this position because you helped me when I got fired. Or something like that. Use Cody's firing. Why didn't they use Cody's firing in 2016 in the promo? It would have made so much sense. But at least the rest of this angle between the two of them has been pretty good. This is the only stain on it. So I'm gonna give it a pass. But if they do another stinker, you're gonna hear from me. Next on the semi-main event, we have Braun Strowman against Jacob Fatu. I love how they did that video package a la Call of Duty, a la Halo, a la, it was like a third-person shooter type of video package, which if you play Call of Duty, it felt like a Call of Duty lobby menu before playing zombies. Which I pop huge for when it's at this video package. It felt like a Call of Duty third-person shooter. But hey, this match was just this was just an angle discuss of the match. I mean, the match is not the important thing. Let's jump to the angle. So obviously, Braun Strowman is on the turnbuckle. So Jacob gives Braun the Maximus Gluteus attack over and over again, and you could see Braun starting to bleed from the mouth, and then referees, the medical team comes out, leaked all this, the GM from SmackDown comes out, and Jacob does his stuff. He gives Braun Strowman one moonsault, a second moonsault, a third moonsault, a fourth moonsault, and he's going crazy. Tamatonga gets him out of the ring. Jacob Fatu comes back again. Another moonsault. And he keeps attacking him. Braun Strowman is continuing to bleed. He's bleeding from the mouth, internal bleeding. Finally, Tamatonga convinces Jacob to get out of the ring. But before that, he was threatening one of the security guys to not touch him. I mean, that angle was great. And I don't know if this was by design, but the people were getting behind Jacob Fatu. I don't know if you're gonna, if you wanna do it right now, to start building little by little the Jacob Fatu face turn. I don't know if that's what you're gonna do right now, because man, I'm gonna tell you, I want to see Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns on WrestleMania. I know the rumors Roman Reigns and CM Punk, but with this, I mean, the thing is they're not gonna do it because Jacob is on SmackDown and Roman is gonna be on Raw now. So how do you do that? So how do you make that match happen? Unless Jacob eliminates Roman from the Rumble, which is an easy way to explain a SmackDown versus Raw match. But it's great because it left me wanting more. This was the best part of the show. So now we are here in the main event. Gunther defending the World Heavyweight Championship against main event Jey Uso. First thing, Gunther won. And you guys know how I feel about Gunther. He's a great wrestler, a great in-ring worker, but he has the charisma of a blank paper. Zero. And that's been his problem. I mean, this gimmick worked when he was the IC champion, and I know that you have practically, in an unofficial way, split up Imperium. But man, Gunther needs Kaiser for these promos, man. Gunther needs Kaiser for promos, and now he doesn't have a promo guy. He has to do the promos. As I said, this is a guy that was always on the indies, and he thinks that his in-ring work is the only thing that matters. And now he's learning on the spot how to be a top guy. And also, we've heard how he denies to do interviews, how he doesn't like to do media appearances. And I understand, living the gimmick, but you, Mother Kanaker, you are one of the two world champions in the company. You should do that. You are the world champion. When you were the Intercontinental champion, I could kind of give you a slide. As a world champion, I can't. My guy. And I hope this gets to Gunther and it's like, my guy, improve your promos. Because right now, this title reign has been a failure. He's not even top 10 on merchandise. And he's the world heavyweight champion. What the hell's going on here? That tells me how much the people care about Gunther. If he was charismatic, and he had something in his promos, because you know how much I critique Kevin Owens about his weight, which I mean, I'm saying like, for health purposes. Look at Mick Foley. Mick Foley lost 99 pounds and he looks pretty healthy right now. But if Gunther had 10% of the charisma and the promo ability that Kevin Owens has, my God, he could be the face of the company. But no, because he only cares about having good matches. Like, Gunther would have loved to be in AEW then. because that's the feeling I get when I see Gunther. This is a guy that should be in AEW, not in WWE, where they only care about good matches. But yeah, let's just talk about the finish because these two guys had like what 9-10 minutes, so let's just go to the finish. When Jay gave that spear, that was a great fall finish. I'll give them that. I bought it because it was like when Jay gave Gunther the spear, there was like 4 minutes left, and I'm like, oh, they're gonna give him the title. But no. And obviously after that, Jay tried again, Gunther countered, power bomb, 1, 2, 3, Gunther retained the title. I mean, this match was decent. It could have been better if you could have given them like 5 more minutes to kind of have more of an in-ring story. But it's like, hey, you guys have 10 minutes, go. Like, at least they should have given, at least this World title match, a little bit more of time, in my opinion. Because I always think that the World title matches should be the longest match on any show. That's just me because it's the most important match, so it should be the longest one. But hey, Gunther retained, so maybe, Gunther's gonna go as champion on WrestleMania. So now I may start to believe the rumors of Gunther versus Rollins. And now I am scared because the Las Vegas betting odds has Seth Rollins winning with an 80%, which baffles me. And then Seth is followed by both Cena and Roman with 10%. And I'm like, who the hell thinks Seth Rollins is winning the Rumble? But then after watching what happened on Saturday Night's main event, I'm like, these morons may give the Rumble to Seth? I mean, I don't know, man, like, it feels like Seth Rollins is going on a heel turn, but then you're gonna have him win the Rumble to go against a heel on WrestleMania? Like, it doesn't make sense to me, but once I watch those Las Vegas odds, it's like, oh God, maybe that's what they're gonna do. Oh Lord. But the Royal Rumble thing, we're gonna leave it for the video this Friday. And as I always say, guys, cherish beautiful moments with your families. Create beautiful memories because life's too short, but memories last a lifetime. If you like this type of content, like, comment, share, and subscribe. This is Anthony, signing off. Bye-bye.